Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming. We're back here in Prison Architect. It is day 31 at about 9 o'clock. We did bring in some prisoners, about 40 prisoners, and oh yeah, they are still waiting out here. Alright, so what has changed? Well, I spent a bit of time, spent some money. Well, yeah, spent some money. I fixed up this, I put down some beds and toilets to get the maximum security, of course, or the supermax, into their own cell block. We have a kitchen here, and I finished up all these cells. I ended up having to take a $25,000 loan, but with, oh, look at that, Benjamin Totil, 5%. Squirrel. Well, yeah, looks like we could get us another $10,000 if we wanted to. All we have to do is execute him. It would help with our money problems, but we really shouldn't look at that subject as a matter of a way to generate income, but it does help. You know, money makes the world go round. Anyone who doesn't think so, well, they don't live in the real world. Anyway, yeah, I had to spend a lot of, or sell a lot of the logs that have been accumulating. I still don't really have a, what is it called, exports, but I will eventually. I just prefer to sell them just manually. But yeah, with that said, where was I? I've been kind of all over the place. Yeah. I added a few more cells in here, so we have a few extra spots. We are currently up to a cell capacity of 345 with 105 minimum security of 124 cells, 128 normal security of 132 cells, 54 maximum security with a maximum capacity of, whoa, 54. Is everyone in a cell? And we also have 8 and 11 capacity for cells. So, does that mean that all of these... Yeah, apparently we have a maximum security prisoner that has a cell entitled to a cell grading of 10. We have one that's 8, another one that's 8. This guy is occupied, or entitled to an grade 10 cell. Grade 6 cell, grade 6 cell. So, it looks like at least we have a few prisoners who do have those nice privileges. 4, 3 and a 4, 3 and a 4, 2. Anyone in here in the general population? Oh, there's a 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. Yeah, it probably is good to have a few high quality cells for even your maximum security prisoners. But what do we got here? We got a 10. I'm going to have to enhance these cells. Otherwise, they're going to be a little bit cranky. Because, you know, they get grade 6 cells. And, yeah, they're a grade 5 cell. So, about that. Yeah, 10, 10, 10. And yes, it's annoying that the numbers are underneath the objects that pop up. And I'm assuming they bring these to the forefront just so that... you can actually see the items that help boost the cell. So yeah, we have lots of our 10s are in here. We have a bunch of 6s, so yeah, this is interesting. 3s, 4s. Do we have any prisoners who... Oh, there's some 2s there. 3, 2. It seems like... You know, especially, actually, that's medium security. 0. And I'm not sure if I really like this system. It's interesting, but it does complicate things. It definitely by no means simple. And yeah, this is our protective custody. They have 2 entranceways, and they are grade 2 cell. A few of them are entitled to that. That guy, that guy, that guy. Not that guy. Most of them, actually. So, that's not too bad. Anyway, there was something I wanted to take a look at, and it is in intelligence and informants. And our policy to take anyone who is an unknown. Well, we already know he's an ex-law enforcement, so we'll deal with him when it comes up. But our policy to make prisoners who we do not know anything about, to make them locked up permanent, has worked out quite well because this guy is an ex-law enforcement. I found him a little while back, but I waited until I was on camera to do this. Anyway, he is going to be, obviously, protective custody. We're going to end your punishment. So you get to go out, although, yeah, you have to wait for a guard to escort you. Setterstrom. Christopher the Rabid Penguin. I think I remember this name. Yes, indeed. He doped up some penguins and they killed his victims. We're going to end your punishment. Oh, that's so annoying. Protective custody. And anyone else? Alright. Stone Lake. You... Someone kicked off in this cell. It wasn't him because he was in a different cell. Unless he ended up getting moved. I really don't know who ended up getting punished for it. But yeah, let's take a look at over here. Oh. James Platter. Why are you marked for death? Interesting. Could it be that we don't know anything about you? Could it be that, actually, you could be a cop killer. Oh. Well, you are going to be protective custody, but we are also going to lock you down. Yes, indeed. He could entirely be a cop killer. He could be a snitch as well. He could be an ex-law enforcement. Like this guy. Frankie Stabby Dust. Frankie. Yes, indeed. Yeah, ex-law enforcement, so you are going to be switched over to protective custody. And we have 40 prisoners coming in, so that's 5 buses. And so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You got strong, stoical, volatile. We don't know anything about you, so you are going to be locked down. And yes, so that looks to be all the prisoners we don't know anything about. And even though you're locked down, you get to come out for visitation. And yes, snitch and skilled fighter, stoical, skilled fighter. Anyway, yeah, Benjamin Totil, you, sir, I could do this right now if I want to. But that would be silly. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. It would effectively shut down the prison, and we'd have to focus on that. I would prefer to do it late at night when the lockdown doesn't really affect any prisoners. Yes, indeed. And that, I presume, is why they obviously do it at night in the real world. Usually you have the executions or like at midnight, something like that, and yeah. Anyway, I've been monitoring the prisoner meals, and I did fire 5 of my cooks because I felt like, yeah, this, I don't know, I don't understand this. I really don't. I had a demand of about 200 prisoners, and I had about, what was it, 120 plus 160 meals. Why they're bringing extra meals in here, I have no clue. 6 extra meals there, like they're cooking way more than they actually have to. Yeah, demand of 50, supply 69. You know what? I'm going to remove. I'm up to 300 prisoners. Normally, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. You know what? For reasons, I'm just going to dismantle these. We're going to remove some of our cookers. They'll go to storage, so that's alright. But I have a feeling having too many cookers means that they become inefficient. But I'd love to know what controls how many meals get produced. Because it just seems like there's way too many meals. And for the Supermax, which are eating right now, logistics, food distribution, yeah, demand of 2 plus 2. Or demand of 2, supply of 2. Anyway, yeah, we've pretty much fed all prisoners. What was that? Anyway, that's not important. And so, really? Alright, so what do we have next? Well, we have 54 cells here and a capacity of 54. We're up to 14 cells in the Supermax, so that is good. They're just working on this. Probably the next step is to save money to finish this. And I did extend this as well as extend this just to secure the yard. Let's dismantle those trees. Those have now grown. Dismantle it. And yet we are going to have to eventually... Although we can leave these here for now. Doesn't really matter. So we are going to need... What was it? Materials, no, foundations. Building concrete. For this, we are going to need 7,300. So that is the goal. We have a daily cash flow of 29,000. Those extra 40 prisoners. What is that? What's the 40 prisoners times $150 per day is 4,000, 6,000. Roughly. Pretty decent. And what's going on there? Alright, so for the most part, everything seems to be going fine. Danger is low. We have 120 prisoners say they are well treated. 60 prisoners have serious complaints. 13 prisoners are shackled in their cells or in solitary. 75 prisoners are suppressed compliant. 6 armed guards are in service. 1 punishment has been recently handed down. And of course, 12 prisoners have been necessarily been searched. So, yep. He's marked for death. I suspect he's a cop killer because you normally wouldn't have them marked for death. Alright, is there anyone in confidential informant? Okay. Hereford, what are you doing here again? What did you do? I may have to put in a... Nah, kind of silly. We got someone who's a volatile in here. We don't know anything but you. But overall, yeah, let's bring in another Felix Mitchell. We're calling on you, buddy. Let's activate you. And is this you? Yep. Get over to the security station. Where's our confidential informant? He's en route. Let's follow him. Oh, he's being taken to this security station. Alright, well, yeah, we knew he was marked for death. Coverage 91%. This guy, Dan Lee, well, yeah, obviously he's been marked for death. Like we didn't know. Anyway, tough snitch. Ex-law enforcement. Ex-law enforcement, ex-prison guard. Who is the guy we didn't know anything about? Ex-law enforcement, snitch. Ex-law enforcement, confidential informant. Huh. Oh. You are a snitch. Look at that. Our policy works. You're now protective custody. We're going to end your punishment. And what are we up to now? Ouch. 14 protective custody. And we have 16 cells. So, yeah, this has worked out quite well for us. You, sir, are you... No, you're not locked up permanent. Don't think. Nope. You are you. Daniel, nope. Anyone else? Stoical. Strong, tough. Okay, and what about up here? Extremely strong. Deployment. Let's get another guard in here. Okay, so we already have an armed guard. Intelligence. Fearless. You have a lighter on you. You're not punished. Don't know anything about you still. I have a feeling that you are someone who we didn't know anything about. Still don't know anything about you. Oh, look at that. $9,000 early release prisoner reward. I need a guard over here now. Get over here. Someone get over here. Oh, indeed. Informants. Yep, you're extremely strong. You can now leave your cell if you so choose. Fearless. You don't know. Strong. Tough. Actually, I wonder. The people who are locked up in their cell. Okay, there's a good way to check. Anyone who is allowed out of their cells, the door is open. Anyone who is not allowed out of their cells, the door is closed. So that makes it easier to find people. What I am going to do is a shakedown because you can't have a lighter in here. I've already had one fire. I am not having another. Anyway, I don't see any closed jail doors. You all are good. Alright, so that looks like everyone's been taken care of. And Snitch. Platter. Are you not? James Platter, end your punishment. Oh, were you? Okay, so that guy was marked for death. And he is a snitch. You and you. Stephen Ansley, your ex-law enforcement. Will end your punishment. Alright. Alright, so at this point we have a fair bit of contraband. Let's go to the dangers. No, that's not going to tell us anything. 24 hours. We've had drugs smuggled in. We've had a cell phone discovered, smuggled through visitation. Spoon found, unknown owner. We have cigarettes found by dog. We have cigarettes. Felix Mitchell, you were, stolen from security. And, stolen from security 5.5 hours ago. Really, guys? We bring you in and you steal from us. Just in case. Stolen from office 38.1 hours ago. Let me guess, you had a... Wow. That pack of cigarettes been around the prison for a while. Stolen from there. That is, you must have had behavioral therapy. We are going to go back to intelligence and 24 hours, of course, detected. Detected. Really? Detected. Poison. And cigarettes. Let's do a shakedown. It is almost 3:15, and our cooks are cooking. I'm curious to know. Food distribution. Okay, there's still 155. There's no supply there. This could be a test. There's no supply there. Nothing there. So yeah, shakedown. I'm going to see if the shakedown interrupts them cooking. But, oh. Alright, we can take care of this now. Foundations. Concrete. Yep, like that. And they are still working on this. Seriously, guys. Get on with it. What I'm going to do is... Yeah, I'm going to clone some cells. I'm going to clone this. Here and here. I will also clone this here and here. Although I want to be concerned that it's not going to... Yeah, I better take care of that. And this here. Oh, did I already put lights in? Okay. Yes, I did. So yeah, I'm going to want to cancel these lights then. Alright, about that, because yeah, there's already lights in there. So how does this affect, or is it going to affect? No, probably not. Probably not. I should do it well before the mealtime. Rather than, 3 o'clock. They're practically all done. But it looks like having all those cooks and having those extra cookers really didn't make much of a difference, so... Looks like everyone is getting fed. There is sufficient meals, so yeah, about that. Going to sell these objects, and you know what? I think it's about time to get our workshop back up and running because of reasons. Alright, the workshop is already assigned, so we are just going to workshop saw, workshop press. Oh, that's all I can do. Alright, about that. Anyway, I'll just let this run, and did we get any people in? Oh, there. Yes, indeed. Awesome. So I'm going to need, actually, if I just assign a guard here, I can't even assign a guard. Alright, about that. You, Benjamin Bear Tracks Tran. Where is it? Recruit informant. Intelligence, informants. Who else do we got as a potential CI? Yeah, we know you're dead. Okay. Everything else looks fine. And this yard, this holding cell is pretty much useless at this point since we have sufficient storage there. Although what we can do, deployment, max sec. Since this is all going to be max sec anyway. What I can do is bring in a lot more maximum security if I want to. Just throw them in the holding cell. Early release prisoner reward. We are searched 1,254 of 1,600 spots. And yes. Really, guys? Seriously? Where are my workmen? Oh, they are that much closer to finishing this. And what are you doing? There you go. Alright, so we can definitely bring in a lot more prisoners. Waits. Are you? Tough Snitch. Why? Oh, are you locked down? Found weapons. Recent misconduct. Alright. Anyway, that is probably going to be it for me today. Overall, the prison is looking good. We are getting there. We just have a few things to fix up. Flooring to add. But, oh, nice. Then we just need to, yep, get the rest of the, oh, bother. Anyway. Oh, you seriously didn't. Alright, well, yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Next episode, we will obviously work on getting this up and running. I'll probably let time run forward a bit more, just to get some money back in. I will probably actually run time until 8 a.m. for when intake comes, so we get a big chunk of money. I'll have to figure out how much to bring in. But that will allow us to... Alright, so they finally fixed that. Good. And so yeah, about that. Anyway, thank you again for watching this episode of Prison Architect. My name is Scott for SP Gaming, and as always, have a good day.